Fact and follow-up segment tonight. As we told you in the Talking Points memo, 61-year-old Joe Horn shot two criminal illegal aliens dead after calling 911 and telling authorities they had broken into a neighbor's home. Joining us now from Dallas, immigration attorney Daniel Hernandez, and from Houston, Edd Hendee, a talk show host on KSEV Radio. All right, Mr. Hendee, we'll begin with you. There's a lot of confusion here, and I understand that the police are going to turn this over to the grand jury on Friday about whether Mr. Horn was legally within his rights to do what he did. How do you see it?
Well, first of all, this isn't an immigration issue. He didn't kill two illegal immigrants. He killed two people that were burglarizing his next-door neighbors, and he had no idea of their intent towards him. We have a crime issue in Houston, Texas, and an immigration issue. This was a crime issue. These people were not labeled illegal immigrants. They appeared to be, if anything, African-American rather than Latino. And they didn't come from Mexico. They came from Colombia, which, by the way, is notorious for the drug trade, the violent drug trade.
Okay, but let me stop you here. It is an immigration issue in the sense that it never should have happened because these guys shouldn't have been in the country. All right, they never should have been in a country. So that's why it's an immigration issue. So they're dead, and Mr. Horn's life hangs in the balance because if he gets prosecuted and he gets convicted, he goes to jail for life, probably. So
well, you're right.
It never would have happened if the United States of America and Houston had control over the problem. It doesn't. But let's just walk through it here. Mr. Horn was believed, because he said it on a 911 tape, that he was within his rights to go out and shoot those individuals. Your research says what?
The research is that the Castle Law, which was just amended and signed into law September the 1st, 2007, you have a right to defend your home and your neighbor's home and property and to respond with deadly force if you believe your life is in danger. One of these men came across his property. There's no question. Bill, you're 2.5 times more likely to be murdered in Houston, Texas than in New York City. Those are the statistics from 2005. We're in a war zone here.
Okay. How do you see it, Mr. Hernandez?
Well, as far as the legal aspect of it, he wasn't in imminent danger. And I've got to commend that 911 operator who tried to calmly tell him to stay in his house. The police showed up about 10 seconds after he shot those two men dead. As far as the immigration issue goes, that's correct. First, this is a crime issue. As far as the immigration issue is, you are 100% correct. We need to fix it. Now, you know, DPS and ICE and ATF and FBI are trying to organize this deal to try to round up people with these fake IDs from Puerto Rico. Well, we might as well start rounding up every single teenager that's ever had a fake ID to get beer.
Well, you know,
that's not going to work.
I disagree. I agree with you. I'm going to shock you, Mr. Hernandez. I agree with you that. Okay, it's got to start at the simple level of when Houston PD, Harris County Sheriff, anybody, any local or state arrests an alien, all right, and they find out that they're either not in the country legally or they don't know, ICE gets a call right then and there. Because then you can confine the person. You can confine it.
But here's the problem with that, Bill, is that they're going around and they're arresting people on these Class C violations. Basically, what could happen is you could have somebody who is a resident, who is a citizen, who's here on a work visa, who forgets their driver's license at home, gets pulled over, they get arrested, and they have to sit there. And we're spending millions of tax dollars.
Mr. Hernandez, if they can prove it, then the ICE doesn't want to get involved. ICE has got it right up to here.
I understand,
but should a person have to illegally? All right, let me go back to you,
do we want to spend that kind of money?
Yeah, we do. We want to protect some lives here. All right, look, these two illegal aliens are dead because of Houston sanctuary city policies. That's why they're dead. Not Horn. Horn panicked. Horn got emotional. He probably shouldn't have done what he did. I hope he's not prosecuted. I don't think he will be because the law is too murky here. But these guys are dead because of chaotic immigration policies. That's why they're dead. Now, Mr. Hendee, look, I don't get Houston. Okay? Because I agree with you. Everybody knows the crime problem. Everybody knows the illegal alien thing's out of control. Then why do they elect a guy like White, and why is Hurt the police chief there?
Well, this sanctuary city policy bill started in 1992. I want to point out something. The problem here, one of those illegal aliens was deported. ICE did its job.
Yeah, and it came back because we don't have control over the border. Absolutely
exactly.
Right.
So there's two problems here. The border's wide open, and then we're going to have to clean out our systems and clean out our prisons and our jails. Right now, Bill, there's not enough room to put every illegal alien in there.
Mr. Hendee, you didn't answer my question. Why are they electing White? Why do they have Hurt in there if most of the people in Houston know the catastrophe that they're facing every day? Why?
The biggest problem we've got, Bill White has done a good job with the financial problems of the city, but the problem with crime in Houston and in Dallas, where Mr. Hernandez is, in Fort Worth, is out of control in this state.
All right.
And
You haven't told me why,
but
but I see. I don't get Houston there. Now I'm going to give you the last word, Mr. Hernandez, unless I have to jump in, and I hope I don't. Go ahead.
Well, Bill, I believe that building a wall is just creating another obstruction for people to fly over. That's not the solution. If we allow people to start working on some sort of work visa program, a path to residency, people will come out of the woodwork. We can give them driver's licenses. We can track people.
Look, these two guys are dope dealers,
then we can actually deport the people that are breaking the law.
These two guys are dope dealers.
These two guys are
dope dealers,
correct.
Okay? They don't want
these
a job.
These two guys work.
They want to sell
dope. But they're going to keep coming.
All right, gentlemen, thanks very much. By the way, I want to thank the Pasadena police down in Harris County for their cooperation in our investigation. Thank you, guys.